The wheels are only ever driven by an electric motor, and that means that we can control the engine that's generating the electricity separately to the driving speed and the acceleration. But we've also added another technology, which is active noise cancellation. So very similar to the headphones that you use on the aeroplane, we have a speaker in the luggage room of the car that will play the inverse noise to the engine and cancel it out. So when you're driving around the city, the engine can start and stop, and you won't even notice it's happening.
After 34 years of Blue Lake Homes, we welcome you to the next level of new home builds under a new name. We can't wait to welcome you home to Casimir Bespoke Building. SAFM News Briefing.
Good afternoon, I'm Matt Layton. Public hospitals are getting a much-needed boost, with the federal government committing an extra $1.7 billion to help ease pressure on emergency rooms and cut wait times. It comes as states push for a greater Commonwealth share in health funding, especially after federal changes to the NDIS. PM Anthony Albanese says hospital funding will rise by 12%.
To a record almost $34 billion in 2025-2026.
Donald Trump has a radical new Gaza plan: move the Palestinians out and let the US take over. The president says the war-torn strip should be levelled and rebuilt under American control, with Egypt and Jordan absorbing displaced Gazans.
It is a strong recommendation. By doing that, we think we're going to bring perhaps great peace to long beyond this area. And I have to stress, this is not for Israel. This is for everybody in the Middle East.
No power, no water, no escape. One flood-hit town is stranded. Ingham's water system failed after floodwaters swamped a new generator. The Herbert River is at record levels, with more than 7,000 residents cut off and 2 lives lost. A dangerous bushfire in Tasmania is out of control and heading towards the overland track. Windermere Pine Forest Moor and surrounding areas are at risk from embers, smoke and falling ash. And Sweden is in shock after its deadliest mass shooting. 11 people gunned down at an adult school. The shooter wasn't known to police.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
The footy world is in shock with the sudden death of former West Coast Eagle Adam Hunter. The 43-year-old who booted the match-winning goal in the 2006 Grand Final was found dead in Bunbury overnight. His passing comes just a day after the deaths of Dale Tapping and Troy Selwood. And Simona Halep's career is officially over. The Romanian tennis champ is hanging up the racket, saying injuries have caught up with her. With 2 Grand Slam titles and 64 weeks as world number 1, she leaves the sport as one of the greats.
Allura Conveyancing, simplifying property transfers with local expertise and delivering conveyancing solutions you can trust across Mount Gambier and Casterton. SAFM weather. Partly cloudy for the rest of today on the Limestone coast. Tonight down to 13 degrees and tomorrow cloud clearing with a high of 32 degrees. Listen to the new podcast Crime in Focus Killer Charm, exclusive to the Listener app.